What's goody? I have returned again, again. One day later, got something in the beard. There's always something going on with me. What's up with y'all, man? I was going to take a live break. I've been going live like every day since Thursday because of the draft. But here we are again because of some news. I still ain't get y'all no draft grades, but y'all don't need Rome's draft grades, do y'all? Y'all ain't checking for Rome's draft grades, are y'all? I'm gonna still make y'all I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on the draft class. But I don't know if I'm gonna call it draft grades because I'm like 4 days late, and it is what it is. But let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. This one I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait. I was gonna go live at 8. I said I'm gonna go live right now. 8 Eastern. I'll go live right now because this is something I want to talk about. Let me speak to who's in here. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Hector, what's good? Got some receivers. Facts. Jay, yo, what's good? D Shift, Keek, Big Dow 8604, Sin City, Yuka Luka, what's goody? Randy Mahoney, what's good? Darnell Lamar, D Shift, JB. These the people that got the notifications on. I know it. What's up, Nick Reader? What's going on? Shaheem Crutch, what's good? What's good? Salute, salute. Eric Cruz, what's good? What's going on? JB, CFT fan, what's up? What's up? D Money. Oh, Tony Nichols, King G. Make sure I speak to everybody. Matt Man, Tyron C, the Big Time Show. What's popping? Eric Cruz, I got him. I got you. Kirk Womack, King Pablo, what's popping? What's popping? Tyler Montgomery, what's good? Top Flight 325, Type Flight Security, what's goody? Troy Winkler, how y'all feeling, man? 108 people in here in a minute. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all. The hat is fire. Thank you. I love this hat. That's why y'all been seeing it a lot. Y'all probably tired of it. Y'all know I got mad hats behind me, but I love this hat. I like the draft. The draft hat this year, I think is fire. And yes, don't be alarmed. My camera moves when I move. If you're not familiar with it, it's cool. Don't trip. So, good people, how you feeling about the possibility of bringing back Amari Cooper? We've talked about it, but it's been a whole lot of I want it to happen. I want it to happen. I want it to happen, but no definitive nothing. Love it, love it, love it. Bro, I need Amari Cooper. I need that. Coop, do it. Got that 7K cam. I wish. I wish. You know what I'm saying? Do a little 4K from time to time when the internet ain't tripping and nothing too crazy. I want to talk about why it's good, why it's not bad, but let's talk about the facts before I get too far into it. I'm going to bring up a couple of things real quick so we can get the specifics of what's going on so you understand where this is coming from. I know I should have put it up on the screen. I know I'm not the one that does that. I'm sorry. I like to just get organic and just go with it. I could have spent another hour or so trying to put something together, or I could have just jumped on here to talk to y'all. I would rather just jump on here and talk to y'all. I'm sorry. 171 people on here really quickly. I appreciate y'all. Let me find that post. That shout out to Brandon Laurie. Brandon is right on Twitter. And shout out to Nick Harris, because this is where this whole excitement came from. All right. Let's get Bond too. I wouldn't mind Isaiah Bond, but I know he has an open sexual assault case. That's why ain't nobody touching him yet. Pause. That was nasty. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was nasty. That's not why no one has tried to sign him to an active roster yet. Because that was almost killed the stream. I don't like that. I don't like that. Y'all act like I ain't say that. We're gonna do a do-over. That was nasty work. Okay, Brandon Laurie from Nick Harris, obviously a Cowboys reporter. So this isn't Rome making up stuff. Before somebody say Rome, you just hype for no reason. This is real. On a potential reunion between the Cowboys and Amari Cooper, there is building team interest in bringing in free agent Amari Cooper back for a reunion in Dallas, according to the Star Telegram team source. Someone in the building And it's 227 people in here. Hold on, before I go forward, y'all know the rules. Can somebody catch people up on the rules? Come on, y'all. Y'all know the rules. Cowboys execution. It's a rumor until it's not. Hey, I like team sources from people that are connected to the team. Can we get it to 150 likes? It's 227 people in here. I know y'all coming, y'all just start listening, but if you got an iPhone, double tap it. If you got an Android, politely hit the 3 dots and go find the like button, because I don't know if you double tap an Android if it's going to explode or not. And I don't want you to get mad at me. I ain't buying you a new phone because the Android is tripping. Y'all know I got to throw shots at Android users every time. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. It's just funny. But on a serious note, on a very serious note, Steelers just signed Robert Woods to a 1-year, $2 million deal. Don't rule out Pickens. Y'all know I like George Pickens. Y'all think I'm be mad at George Pickens? Go on my channel if you bored and go find my George Pickens video when he was getting drafted. I wanted George Pickens. Yes, I wanted George Pickens. Anybody that's been following me know that. What's up, Lola? What's up, Ice M? Big Flock, my people in here. Elijah Robinson. And I know, look, with Cowboys Nation, everybody going to talk about this Amari Cooper thing, not just me. So I'm not trying to necessarily be first. I just want to get my thoughts out because it gets me excited. The thing that makes me more excited about this, you know how like stories will come out and then certain reporters will come out and just hate on it? So like there will be a report, right? And it'll be like, Cowboys are interested in so on and so forth, right? And then right while we're excited, Jane Slater will come out like, hey, man, y'all need to calm down. Ain't nothing going on. Y'all know Jane quick to be like, shut y'all asses up. We ain't doing nothing. Right? Cool. Is Jerry still salty with Cooper, or was that just a McCarthy thing? Apparently, that was just a McCarthy thing. Yeah, I know Jane Slater like the Kembe Mutombo excitement. Soon as we get hyped, Jane be like, no, no, no. No, no, no. There's nothing to see here. Right? So my excitement was chill. I ain't want to get too hyped. I was like, all right, we got interest from Coop, team source, right? Jane Slater comes out like Jane is prone to do, to shut us down and calm us down, right? Jane Slater comes out and says, let me find it. Let me find the post. Hold on. Jane Slater comes out. Let me find her. Let me find her. Let me find the post. Hold on, hold on, hold on. My fault, y'all. Hit the like button while you're waiting for me to find this little post from Jane Slater. All right. As Nick Harris suggested, Amari Cooper has absolutely been discussed internally, but I am told by a source informed other receivers are being discussed as well. Nothing definitive has happened yet. Did that make y'all mad? I like that, Clemente Espinoza. That's how you come in. What's up, Rome? What's up, chat? That's the rules. You pop in here, hit the like button. That's how you speak to the host. Speak to the chat. I like that, Clemente Espinoza. That's exactly how I like it done. Acknowledge the chat, acknowledge me. Chat important too, man. Y'all make this thing roll. But when Jane comes out and she didn't shut it down, y'all happy about Cooper. Y'all wild. We got Jalen Tolbert as our second receiver, whoever Craig English is. Yes, I'm excited about Amari Cooper. I don't care. I don't care. You're not going to convince me that I should be excited about Jalen Tolbert. You're just not. I don't care. I don't care what fan of what team you are. If you're a Cowboys fan or another, you're not going to convince me otherwise. I don't care. I haven't said Amari Cooper's better than anybody else in the league, but he better than everybody after CeeDee Lamb on the Cowboys. That's it. That is it. But Jane Slater coming out and saying that she 100% has spoke to a team source, and yes, they confirmed that they are at least discussing the idea of bringing back Amari Cooper. And other receivers are being considered. Now, I'm hoping that other receiver isn't like, yeah, go bring in T.Y. Hilton again. Don't do that. Of course, Coop won't be the number one. We got CeeDee Lamb. Hey, y'all, if the other receivers are so much better than Amari Cooper, then Amari Cooper can come in and be our 3. For anybody that wants to stand on a chair for Jalen Tolbert, Jonathan Mingo, who else? Kevontae Turpin, who else? Robert Flournoy. For all of y'all that think Amari Cooper's not better than them, then they could just be better than them in camp, and he'll be the 3. CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is my favorite receiver in NFL. Let me give y'all a news flash as a Cowboys fan. If any of our players are ever top 3 in the NFL, in my eyes, they're number 1. I don't care. Call it call it homerism, call it not being objective. But if you get within the 3 best players in the league in a position, you're the number 1 in my league. I'm sorry. That's just me. I don't care. So, like, yeah, Micah Parsons, top 3 pass rusher. To me, he's the best pass rusher in the world. Don't care how nobody feel about it. CeeDee Lamb, top 3 passer, or top 3 receiver. To me, number 1 receiver. Dak Prescott is not in the top 3 in the world or the top 5, not in my eyes. So I can't do that. But I can say he's top 10. I'll argue with you about that all day. 199 super chat from Patrick Oliver. Appreciate you, senior. Thank you for that super chat, man. I appreciate you. Banks, 499 super chat. Man, I just hope it doesn't end up being a guy like Deontay Johnson or Elijah Moore because the front office decided to be cheap. That's all I'm saying. Please don't do that. Excellent super chat. Fire emojis in there for Banks. Thank you for the 499 super chat. And my dog, Pastor Oliver. Just don't go cheap this time. Amari Cooper don't even cost that much. Shout out to look. There's big Twitter personalities all over the place, right? Shout out to Ashley Baker. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Ashley Baker, one of the biggest Twitter personalities, covers the Cowboys. Legitimate sports knowledge, sports after dark, be killing it, right? She told me, I said I need Amari Cooper like a homeless man need a sandwich. Is that overrating it? Is that me getting too hyped? Pastor Oliver, 199 super chat, should have never gotten rid of Coop. Should have never got rid of him. Should have never gotten rid of him. Is that too hype of me? Am I too excited? Y'all got to realize we haven't had a legitimate 1-2 punch at receiver in a long time. Amari Cooper's better than Brandon Cooks. Is that consensus? Amari Cooper's better than Brandon Cooks, right? Can we go on the same page? I'm not tripping, Emma. 321 people in here real quickly. 159 likes. Let's get it to 200 likes, man. All I need is 39 more likes. Appreciate y'all. And that's not me hating on Brandon Cooks. I just think Cooper is better than him. Y'all want to know why I think Amari Cooper will fit in our system really good? Because the Cowboys system is not about over-the-top speed. The Cowboys system is about to be running and play action. Y'all don't think Amari Cooper's route running ass cannot get open? Y'all don't think he can get open? In a scheme predicated on play action now? What? And last year, y'all know Amari Cooper was dealing with an injury. I think it was something with his hand last year. Can somebody look that up? Amari Cooper had like a hand injury last year, which is okay with me because it wasn't a knee, an ankle, a foot, nothing like that. I think it was a hand or a forearm injury, if I'm not mistaken. Dak Prescott and him have chemistry. They played super well together. Him and CeeDee Lamb have chemistry. He's familiar with the star. No, he played through the injury. See, you about to get hyped. Jay Cardos, he always hurt. It was a wrist. He played through the injury. My point was he wasn't even 100%. And he still was out there making deep passes and catches for the Buffalo Bills. Made a more impressive catch than anybody on this team made outside of, well, I'll give Tolbert his game-winning touchdown. I'll give him his game-winning touchdown. That was solid. I can't take that from that man. I can't take that from that man. But he ain't Coop. Coop got plenty game-winning. He got like 2 or 3 game-winning touchdowns for the Cowboys. And there's a point made earlier in this stream that I'm just going to go with. Amari Cooper should have never been traded from the Cowboys. That's a fact. We going to do this. Y'all not going to have me in here looking crazy. I don't care. I don't care. We're going to listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this audio. Amari Cooper shouldn't have never been traded from the Cowboys. It was your old head coach, Mike McCarthy, that had a problem with him, not me. Listen to this.
In the 21 season, Mike McCarthy really sours on Amari Cooper. And I think he felt like Amari Cooper was probably one of the, in fact, definitely, he felt like Amari Cooper was one of the bad apples who was spoiling the locker room for him. That he felt like Cooper and a couple other players who I've heard names, but not consistently enough to comfortably say. I've heard consistently Cooper was one that he thought was spoiling the locker for him.
In what regard? What way? Because we just hear, free thinker. There's the COVID aspect.
It was
practicing.
And that's, Mike McCarthy was very frustrated that he would never practice. That was something that irritated him, that he'd show up for game.
So Mike McCarthy was mad at him. We lost Amari Cooper because Mike McCarthy was mad because he wouldn't practice. But he showed up on game day.
But he wouldn't practice necessarily because of bumps and bruises and different things like that. The Cooper thing, it wasn't like there was, hey, I've caught you talking about this, or I've heard you talking about this. He just knew that he had natural tension with Amari, as a lot of people did, because Amari's a really smart guy and it's like, you need to explain the logic to me of everything.
Yes.
And a lot of people view that as defiance, and it caused some issues with Sanjay Law, the old receivers coach, that way.
Sanjay Law.
And that was a tense point. In fact, in 2019,
frustrated
when he played those 3 snaps against the Jets and went out, that was a big problem for the Cowboys, where they were like, your relationship with your receivers coach can't be so bad that there's lack of communication to even tell us how hurt you are or to how much this is bugging you. That's a problem. Which they're right. That they couldn't get to that point. But Mike McCarthy, I think, always felt like Amari Cooper was part of things that would leak out about people being upset. And so because that a lot of times there wasn't anything that definitively pointed that. It was an assumption. He just assumed that was one of the people that was really stirring things up for him. And that feedback, that critical feedback of Amari Cooper to the front office about his practice habits, about other, how much does he care? That carried over to, I think, the front office, and that influenced their opinions on him, to where when they traded Amari Cooper, there were a lot of people in the locker room who felt like this is Mike. This is Mike, not necessarily pulling the trigger, but Mike is the one who was in their ear that led to them doing this. And it caused some frustration for a lot of guys. Like, I talked directly to play.
Now pay attention to this, because when I listened to it earlier, this would piss me off. People was mad at Mike McCarthy for doing this because it's like he threw bricks and hit his hand. He got Amari Cooper traded because he ain't like his practice habits and things like that. And then he acted like he was surprised when it happened.
Who had said that they were frustrated, that they felt like Mike, after the trade, walked around kind of like, yeah, that's crazy that we traded Amari. I don't know why they did it either.
A little disingenuous.
And some guy, that didn't sit well with some players, where they felt like,
you know why.
If you feel that way, fine, feel that way. But like, own it when it happens. Yeah. Don't walk away from it.
Right.
And that, again, that's another tension.
So that's what it is, man. I got some super chats that came in while we was listening to that clip. Thank y'all for being patient. Just wanted y'all to hear that. Let me read these 2 super chats and then we'll get back to it. I got B with a super chat. Amari, Sutton, Pickens, all better than the receivers after Tet. We paired Micah with a high-level pass rusher. This ish about to be a movie, and got us Gibbs like running back. I swear I'm dreaming. I ain't gonna say Jaden Blue is or Gibbs, because I really, really, really like Jahmyr Gibbs, but I think he has all the potential in the world to be electric. I do. Thank you for that $10 super chat. This is why I got to get you on my draft thoughts. CFT, Calvin Richards, $10 super chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was watching a video of Blue, and speaking of Jane Blue, I could have sworn he said he ran a 4.2. He felt tightness in his groin and combine and ran a 4.34. Yeah, I mean, they saying that man can hit a 4.2 speed. I think that's phenomenal. And yes, that is true. That's true. He did say he can run a 4.2. Thank you for them super chats, gentlemen. Tony Nichols, $2 super chat. Aaron Rodgers ain't never lied about McCarthy. Aaron Rodgers was right. They both crazy, though. McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers ain't absolved for being crazy. It was just two crazy people butting heads. But anyway, this ain't about Aaron Rodgers, and the damn sure ain't about Mike McCarthy. It's about the fact that, do y'all think it's a 391 people in here? Appreciate y'all. I really do. It's almost 400. Let's get it to, can I get 85 more likes? Last 90 people. Let's get it to 300 likes. More likes, more people are being here. That's how the algorithm works. Now, is Amari Cooper washed? Because I'm tired of Cowboys fans speaking from this perch of, I don't want Coop back. The audacity. The gall. The audacity of y'all to look down from a perch when you know your wide receivers after CeeDee Lamb are Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, Robert Flournoy, or Ryan Flournoy, I'm sorry, Jonathan Mingo, and Kevontae Turpin. How can y'all say y'all don't want anything? Was y'all around last year? If these receivers were so great, why didn't they carry great receivers can carry bad quarterback play? Dak Prescott went down. We all signed up for PFF and started doing mock drafts. We ain't believe nobody on this roster outside of CeeDee Lamb, who still had an incredible year without Dak. But the difference is, with Dak, all pro CeeDee Lamb numbers. Without Dak, barely Pro Bowl numbers. That's the difference. But we'll talk about that another time. To act like Amari Cooper can't help this team is just completely nuts to me. No one is saying, because I like to get things clear and out in the open, just in case y'all confused. Are y'all thinking I'm trying to say that Amari Cooper is the difference between us and the Super Bowl? Let's get the nuts craziness out the way. Is that what people think? Because I'm not saying that. I am not saying Amari Cooper is the difference between the Cowboys and the Super Bowl. For anybody that's stupid enough to think that. I want a viable number 2 receiver that you can't just ignore. I don't care how bad y'all think Amari Cooper is. You can't just ignore him. If we have a solid running game, CeeDee Lamb is clicking, Jake Ferguson returns to form because Dak's on the field, I just want to have a respectable number 2 that you got to acknowledge. I am sorry. Amari Cooper still makes you acknowledge him. He do. And this ain't about long speed. Like I was saying earlier, we are a play action team. We're going to be a play action team. I've heard them talk about it way too much. Running emphasis and play action. How do you beat a zone? I talked about this yesterday. How do you beat a zone? What do the Eagles run mostly? Vic Fangio, known for his cloud zone coverage. That's what he do. How do you beat a zone? What's your best attribute? Is it long speed? Him, 199 super chat. Do we have the pass rusher in the best pass rush in the division? We have the best pass rusher. I might say, yeah. That rookie is going to put us over the top. Route running. A good route runner knows how to find the soft spot in the zone. Y'all all know this. Y'all all know this. That's basic football. I'm not even talking X's and O's. You play Madden, if somebody start doing a bunch of cloud coverage, you know exactly you got to run routes that find soft spots in the zone. If you're playing Madden and somebody's doing cloud coverage, cover 4, and all that cover 3 and they bracketing everybody. You don't run 4 go routes. They already back there. This ain't that difficult of a concept. I hope it's not for y'all to understand. So we're not necessarily looking for. I would have loved long speed, but knowing how to run routes is going to be important. Amari Cooper, if you could take a lot away from him, can he run routes still? But he's not our X though. That's another thing. He's not our X. Why does everybody keep comparing Amari Cooper to Ezekiel Elliott? That doesn't even make sense. Amari Cooper was traded away from this team out of spite. It had nothing to do with playing. CeeDee Lamb was not, Ezekiel Elliott was not re-signed by the Cowboys because they thought that he was over the hill. They was right. We all just wanted it to work because we ain't have no other options. Titan Omega Music, $5 super chat. Bring Amari home. He should have still been here. That's a fact. That's a fact. I just want to know why we're not allowed to be why wouldn't we be allowed to be excited that we got Amari Cooper just to have a viable number 2? The Washington Commanders can get excited about Michael Gallup. Alicia D, what's good with you? Thank you for that $5 super chat. Titan Omega Music. Bring Amari home. He should still be here. I appreciate you. And I got him super chat too. Thank you, him. Did I get everybody? Tony Nichols, I got him. I think I got everybody. I appreciate y'all. Traded away 3 years ago. He's 30. He ain't getting better. He's 30. He ain't getting better. So at 30, receivers should just be done. So the Rams shouldn't be excited that they got Devontae Adams because he's 31. I remember just 2 days ago, we was all in here saying, bring us back Stephon Gilmore. He 32. I just seen Darius Slay playing in the league the other day. He 33. Everybody everybody was whining and crying when DeMarcus Lawrence left. He well into his 30s. Amari Cooper is younger than Keenan Allen. By like 2 years. Keenan Allen's like 32. And I like Keenan Allen still. But let y'all be picking and choosing when to call age and when not to call age. Look. Shout out to Mike Jink. Mike Jink is an Eagles fan. He said they got excited about having Julio Jones. I appreciate you, Mike Jink. It takes an Eagles fan to come here and keep it real. So only other teams is allowed to be excited about receivers. But Amari Cooper at 30, I'm supposed to be like, oh, well, nah, I can't even do it. Can't touch that. Y'all ask yourselves, who knows our receiving core better? Me or the players, coaches, and front office? Who knows our receiving core so much? Who knows it better? And I'm tapped in. I pay attention to this stuff all day, every day. Cowboys by nature. Yes, it's been confirmed by Jane Slater and Nick Harris that they've had internal discussions about bringing Amari back. So yes, it's confirmed. They're discussing it. Nothing definitive yet. But just hearing they're discussing it gets me excited because, see, y'all being funny. Go re-sign Martavius Bryant. See, that's the sad part. That goes to a point. Let me get to this. You see how y'all can make that joke? 2-3 years ago, we was excited about Martavius Bryant. That's how bad our receiving room has been outside of CeeDee Lamb. And the reason why I brought up the players, coaches, the front office, and everybody like that, if Jalen Tolbert, Mingo, and the rest of the band of misfits was so great, why are we talking about bringing in another receiver? Somebody in the chat answer me that. If all them receivers is so great and the potential is so amazing, why is there discussions? Why has this been the biggest story since the draft? Every day, y'all ain't been seeing the receiver stories? Why is that? Because everyone knows our draft was pretty good. Like, really, like, we did everything but get a receiver. Everybody in national media, the Dallas Cowboys draft was really good. They need a receiver. Dak Prescott 2 months ago, not even 2 months ago, about a month and a half ago, calling Cooper Kupp, trying to get him here. CeeDee Lamb calling Cooper Kupp, trying to get him here. All these rumors about Ted McMillan and Matthew Golden and Ibuka and all this extra stuff. They know, like we know, we need a receiver too. Ain't nobody saying that Amari Cooper is a top 10 receiver anymore. I'm not even going to joke with y'all. Y'all in there being funny. Let's go get James Washington. Let's go get Martavius Bryant. Y'all don't understand that that's exactly why I'm in here. The shit is kind of depressing. Y'all being funny, but it's depressing. Like, at one point, I wanted all of them dudes to work because we just haven't been able to get a receiver too since we traded Amari Cooper away. What up, boss? Shout out to my dog, Boss Cowboy, in the building. Like, I'm not about to I don't want to joke about James Washington. We wanted him to work after Amari Cooper was traded. And we wanted Martavius Bryant to work. And we wanted Brandon Cooks to work. And we always want somebody else to work because the dude that was working, we thought it was cool to trade him to the Browns for a 5th or 6th round pick. We did it to ourselves. And we ain't been right ever since. Sometimes the karma you put out there is the karma you reap. They tried to humiliate him too. They traded him for the lowest possible outcome to the Browns. And he went to Cleveland and got 1,200 yards. 1,250 to be exact. He went to Cleveland, and got 1,200 yards. He 1 year removed from a 1,200-yard season. And I'm supposed to say I don't want him? Nah. I don't give a damn how good y'all think Jalen Tolbert is. He ain't getting no 1,200 yards in his career. Ever. He barely got 1,200 yards cumulative his entire career. Y'all spoiled. Y'all just be looking at stuff. Yo, I don't want him. I bring up Nick Chubb online. I don't want Nick Chubb. Have you seen your running back room? Would you know what y'all problem is? I don't have no problem saying it. Y'all love to complain to the content creators instead of your front office. I don't got control over this shit. I'm a fan like y'all. If I had control over it, we wouldn't be talking. I'd have signed all them dudes. But y'all give y'all front office a big G pass, never say nothing to them about nothing. We would not be talking about Amari Cooper if they figured out how to get one in free agency or drafted one. This is what happens when you don't go handle your business. If free agency happened and they went and got one, I wouldn't say nothing. If they had traded for one by now, I wouldn't be saying nothing. If they had drafted one, I wouldn't be saying nothing. But they got me out here struggling, begging for Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen. I shouldn't have to do this. Tony Nichols with the $5 super chat. Yo, hit the nail on the head. Cooper is an option to have the game plan for. They have the game plan for. Went to the Browns and went off with bum QBs. That's a fact. No one's saying Amari Cooper is the lifesaver and the game changer. We have the game changers on the team. I just want some things to make this offense balanced. It's not balanced right now. Jalen Tolbert and the other receivers would have to do so much for a defensive coordinator to respect him. It's too much energy that needs to be exuberated. There's no defensive coordinator. I don't care what y'all think. They're not going to just ignore Amari Cooper, or he's going to destroy your second corner. I'm telling you right now. And you already have chemistry with your quarterback and him. Why is 1,200 Amari not still in Cleveland, Rome? Because you trade people for contracts and stuff like that. Why did we trade Amari Cooper, sugar daddy? Since you're trying to use that as a downplay, we traded Amari Cooper when he was still good. Why did we trade him? Politics. Trying to get draft picks because you know you're not going to win nothing. That's what Cleveland was doing. Unloading contracts. And they had nothing to do with talent. Why did Buffalo trade for him? Hey, Josh Allen, we wouldn't trade for somebody we don't think can help you. And y'all know Buffalo think they contended every year. Why did Buffalo trade for him? Exactly. It's a contractual thing. And I don't expect him to come in here and make $20 million. He was at the end of his contract. They dumped the rest. Buffalo get what they can out of him. They're not going to retain him, so they don't got to hold that big price bag. He's a free agent. We bring him in here for something under like 10, like maybe like 15 million. Let's rock. That's the price of doing business, y'all. Receivers making $35 million. A $15 million receiver is cheap. Isaiah Bond got an open sexual assault case. An open sexual assault case. They're not going to put no resources into him because he might get arrested. Like, he might go to jail. Mingo, Marvel Jesus. You want to put the entire season on Mingo? You think Jonathan Mingo better than Amari Cooper? I'm just wondering. And I remember, if you go, I'm going to find them stories too. CeeDee Lamb said Amari Cooper helped him out a lot when he first got. They keep in touch. CeeDee Lamb said Amari Cooper helped him out a whole lot. And Jalen Brooks can go lose takes. What up to my dog Lou, man? Shout out to Lou. Shout out to Lou. K Living, $20 super chat. Y'all throw the fire emojis in there for K Living. Thank you for the super chat, bro. This is why I wanted Tyler Warren instead of Booker. Not that Booker isn't a good pick. I see Warren as a possible game changer that could have really helped Dak, and we could have got back to double tight end sets with him and Ferguson. I agree. Y'all know we spoke about weapons ad nauseum. It's 453 people in here, man. Let's get it to 350 likes. We spoke about weapons ad nauseum, right? Hold on, y'all. My fault. Hold on, y'all. My fault. People was hitting me on the watch. Hold on 1 second. We spoke about weapons for weeks, right? So we know what we wanted. I just hate the revisionist history. Don't tell me that I wanted Amari Cooper or I would have never been begging for receivers in the draft. Can we agree with that? Jaden Blue and Nick Chubb combo would be fire. Of course it would. We was in here talking to Marion Hampton. I know we wasn't getting Genty. We was talking about all these running backs, all these receivers. He's talking about even Trey Harris, Jack Besh, like even not even the top receivers. Go get Dak something. Go get Dak something. And then what did I say before the draft? This is the thing that pisses me off. What did I say before the draft? I said, they ain't going to do it. I said, if we don't get a weapon in the first round, they're not going to get us nothing. We blessed enough to get a 5th round running back. But didn't I say that? Phil Maffa's going to be decent. We're going to see. And this ain't about me being right or wrong. This is just me saying I knew that they was going to just ignore. They don't value weapons enough to go get them in the 2nd and the 3rd. So they ignored it. And now I'm back. This shit is like Groundhog's Day. 1 year ago, go find my video from last April after we did the draft and watch me go beg for running backs. They did this shit last year. They ignored weapons, and then we in here begging. Sugar Daddy Williams, I'd love to believe that politics has left our building, Rome, but historically and logically tells us otherwise. That's a fact. Politics maybe haven't left our building. But it's politics everywhere, bro. Get me a receiver that's better than Jalen Tolbert. I'm not saying go sign Amari Cooper to a 4-year deal for $100 million. Go get me a better receiver for this year. Or go get someone better. If they get George Pickens, I'm not going to complain. Y'all missing the point. And thank you for that $5 super chat. I'm not going to say, damn, y'all ain't get Coop. I'm so angry. We get Keenan Allen. I'm so angry. But don't bring Deontay Johnson in here. I don't want Elijah Moore. It's over. Don't go get a T.Y. Hilton. Like, there's levels of washed. I don't want DJ Chark no more. I tried that 2 years ago. Y'all ain't do it. Don't be saying you resurrected Cedric Wilson. I don't want that. Deontay signed with Cleveland. That's good. I'm glad he signed with Cleveland. Enjoy yourself. You have now been on every team in the AFC North except for the Bengals. We wanted Tet and Golden and everybody. We ain't get it. So now I'm in here begging. Yo, please get me a receiver too. That's it. And I ain't too proud to beg. I want a good receiver too. I want, if CeeDee Lamb is bracketed, someone that can beat that wide receiver, that cornerback too. Y'all going, what's the white corner from Philly? What's his name? Diddy jokes. Diddy got jokes. What's the white corner from Bryce Butler is nasty word. Your name nasty too. I'm gonna just call you Puff. Cooper DeJean. 1-on-1. Right now. 1-on-1. CeeDee Lamb bracketed. Safety coverage over the top. 1-on-1. 7-yard route. Y'all think Coop can get open on DeJean? I do. Maybe I'm wrong. I know one person that's not getting open. Jalen Tolbert gonna get his ass locked up and put in jail. And this ain't got nothing to do with Cooper DeJean is a phenomenal corner. He gonna be pretty good. But veteran savvy's a thing. I seen Adam Thielen cooking them last year because I knew somebody was about to lie. I seen Adam Thielen cook the Eagles last year. I seen Adam Thielen cook them last year. Y'all need me to go pull up game tape? And I'm sorry. Amari Cooper's better than Adam Thielen. And Adam Thielen's a good receiver. He's just a veteran. He ain't fast. He know how to get open. Ain't nothing wrong with having a veteran. Y'all want all 20-year-olds? Where the veteran skill? Y'all want nobody on this team to know how to guide and lead? We got a lot of young people, y'all. Where the old veterans? You can't just have Dak. You can't have a bunch of 20s. You need a couple of veterans. That's why I wouldn't mind having Gilly back. Even the Eagles last year had Brandon Graham. Where's our old veterans at? The entire offensive line, young as hell. All of them. CeeDee Lamb, 26. Jake Ferguson, young. Dak, old. Just Dak. Who else on the defense? Experience helps, y'all. Y'all don't want nobody that's like, y'all been in the game for a minute. Let me teach you how to do this. None of that. A whole bunch of YNs. Skeptical fan, $2 super chat. Sign Amari and Gilmore ASAP. I would love it. And it'll cost like $8. And give me a DT. I told y'all yesterday. Thank you for that $2 super chat, Skeptical fan. See, you know why? If we trade for a receiver, they better be young. Cortland Sutton is 29. The reason why I say they better be young is because if we trade for him, and Cortland Sutton's going to be 30 in October because I looked it up. We trade for a receiver, we're giving up assets so we don't have to draft a receiver next year. I'm not trading a 4th round pick again just to be looking for a receiver next year. And Sutton can play. But nah. Amari Cooper can be signed off the street. No draft capital. Because if Jerry F up another 4th round pick, I'm going to walk to, man, he better not. He just better not. It's Dak and the YNs. That sounds like an old R&B group. Dak and the YNs. Like, not to be funny, Solomon Thomas, Dak Prescott. Who's the oldest player on the Cowboys? I would take George Pickens just because of his age. So I would accept the George Pickens trade because he like 24, 25. That means you would have him for a couple years. He's a headache. I mean, I want a little sauce on my team. I like a little spice. George Pickens would bring a little bit of dog mentality to this team, but I get what you're saying. You know, the Cowboys are afraid of spice. Every other team got spicy players. Cowboys like, ooh, you yell at players? I don't know. Although the undrafted free agent receiver we just got spit on a DB last year, y'all still want him? I think the biggest thing I'm excited about with all of this, y'all, is it's definitive that we're getting a receiver. That don't make y'all happy? James Slater didn't say no. Nick Harris didn't come out and say no, that's a lie. That's what makes me happy. This ain't me just talking. That don't make y'all happy? I'm not in here, like, there's plenty of times I'm here just speculating. I'm praying, I'm hoping, I'm saying, yo, we should do this. I've turned the ring light on because this is a time I can look at y'all and say, they're actively looking for a wide receiver too. So all things indicate before the season starts, it'll be a wide receiver too. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, why would you bring somebody in here that you can compare to Tolbert, Mingo, or any of them dudes? So I don't think we're going to go get another Paris Campbell. Or why bother? We got enough receivers that can compete with each other. This means they're trying to go get somebody that we can say on paper 100%. Dante Fowler's the oldest? I thought Fowler just turned 30. How old is he? He's not older than Dak, is he? Wow, I didn't know that. I guess that's why we drafted Donovan Easy. Maybe that's why we did that. Probably because they traded for him mid-season. 31. Dak about to be 32. So, but I don't think he did not eat with Josh Allen. He had some pretty good catches with Josh Allen. But see, Josh Allen and them are looking for a 1. They don't got a 1. They got Keon Coleman, but Keon Coleman ain't no damn Amari Cooper. CeeDee Lamb. Think about the role that they brought Amari Cooper into play. They didn't have a definitive 1. They were just trying to add weapons to the Bills. I'm talking to below the heavens. You bringing in Amari Cooper right now with CeeDee Lamb, he would be just the 2. Definitively the 2. No confusion. That ain't bad. They wanted him to play a little bit of 1 in Buffalo. They ain't got a 1. Shakir? Ain't he like a slot? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Return of Donovan Hitman Wilson. Heads off the shoulders. He's coming. I don't know what you talking about, Damon Davis, but salute. I don't know. You take Keon Coleman over CeeDee Lamb? This is the Twilight Zone? Did you just say you would take Keon Coleman over CeeDee Lamb? It's almost 500 people in here, man. Hit the like button. Shakir ain't CeeDee Lamb. Pretty nice and top 3 in the league is 2 different things. I'll just say y'all getting out of hand. I ain't gonna be able to do it. See? Diddy, you about to get blocked. Saying sign Des Bryant is nasty work. I would take Jamison Williams, of course. But I don't think, they're going to want a second or something like that. We're not giving no second up. I'm excited about Amari Cooper for one reason, because I feel like it's a viable option that our front office might do. We could just start throwing great names out in the league to trade for. Why would the Detroit Lions say, you know what? For no good reason right now, let's just trade one of our best receivers and make our team worse. Let's just help the Cowboys. I don't know. Let's just get rid of our second best receiver for fun, for a draft pick. What? For no reason. We have him under contractual control. Let's just get rid of Jamison Williams. No. Before the draft, I'd have considered it because I'm like, maybe we're trying to get a draft pick. The draft over. Nobody trading no big receiver. They getting ready for the season. Prideful, man. Don't think he would come back after how the Cowboys did him. Pride before the fall, bro. Don't never let your pride mess up your business. It would be silly for the Cowboys to not bring back Amari Cooper, and it would be silly if Amari Cooper wouldn't come back. Y'all both need each other. That's most people's problem. Too much damn pride. Too much pride. Too much pride. King Magnus, what's good with you? Maybe the Lions will feel bad for bearing our. See what I'm saying? No one's giving us nothing. Pride don't pay bills. That's a fact. Pride don't pay bills, man. We got a need. He got a need. And y'all don't. Let's not act like this ain't all apples to apples. Y'all don't think Amari Cooper want to get back on that world stage? He ain't been talked about the same since he left. He know damn well coming to this team right now, he could have a good year and get him another contract. If this is Amari Cooper and Cooper Rush, I feel y'all. Y'all don't think Dak Prescott going to go out there and throw for 4,500 yards easily? Easily? With just a viable 2? Dak Prescott probably going to throw for 4,500 with bum-ass Jalen Tolbert. Problem is we're going to be coming back from behind. Cowboys politics as usual. What's good? I don't know, man. I'm just excited that this is real. Dane Ginger, what's good? I'm just excited that it's real. per the last post from James Slater, I'm just excited that's real. I don't care. It don't take much to get me hyped. Last post, Nick Harris. A lot of work being done on that position group behind the scenes. Appreciate Jane for coming through with that. As I outlined, Cooper has the team interest, but there are indeed other possibilities, including the trade market. That's it. Does that not sound good to y'all? What's up, Jeanette Rogers? And we almost at 400 likes. That don't sound good? I repeat, Nick Harris confirmed that the team has interest in Amari Cooper, but he said, as I outlined, Cooper has team interest. So all that people that said the Jones family would not like Amari Cooper and that dream is dead, we all over that, right? That's done, right? That whole thing of the Joneses will never bring back Amari Cooper. We putting that to bed right now, right? That's dead. Right? It's over for that. Okay. And then he confirmed they're also considering everything else. Rome, do you agree Jerry should have never let Coop go, period? I was mad as hell. Yeah, me too, Damon. He shouldn't have. But don't let your pride get in your way. People saying it's time to lobby for both. Hey, boss, I'm not off the Keenan out. Yo, until we get one, I want everybody. Hey, Cooper to Dallas. Let's get it. I'm with it. I'm on it right when I get off of here. I know I went early tonight, boss, so I can't send a raid over to your channel. I know you going live later. I just had to get in here and talk about it, boss. I had to get it off my chest because I saw that it was real. Boss, I saw that it was real. I saw, like, I've been saying I want Amari Cooper. You've been saying you want Keenan Allen. We've been saying we want to add weapons. But it's been a whole lot of fake whispers. To hear Nick Harris saying, yo, they considering Cooper and other people and trades. I'm like, and then to see James Slater come out and not say, James Slater loved to shut it down. James Slater came out and said, nah, they are. Jane can't wait to tell y'all, nope. But Jane came out and said, nah, they are. And then he reiterated, they are. So that's two official reporters that be up in the Star, text Jerry Jones and all that. We got a receiver coming our way, y'all. I'm going to sleep good tonight. I don't know who, but we getting somebody. And I don't think it's going to be a Paris Campbell level receiver, or we would have just did that. He'd have forgotten one. I always forget to mention him when I bring up Mingo and Tobel and them. Paris Campbell floating around in there too. They know that ain't good enough. They want us happy. I want to be happy. See, boss, remember you said that the other day? I was talking to boss on the phone. We almost had 400 likes. And boss was like, yo, a lot of Cowboys fans just want to be happy. You damn right, bro. Let's just keep it real. We tired of being sad, bro. Yo, that Packer ass whooping still sitting on us. We ain't had nothing positive happen since then. We had the longest fucking offseason last year ever. And got Eric Kendricks. And then Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb fought over their contracts till the day of the first game. And then we had everybody in the world get injured. Dak, CeeDee, Amari. I mean, not Amari. Amari ain't on the team yet. Dak, CeeDee, Micah, D-Law, Deron Blank. Everybody was hurt last year. It was a rough-ass year. Then the whole Mike McCarthy contract controversy. It was just stupid. It ain't been nothing positive in a long time until maybe this draft. And then we all got excited about getting weapons and they ain't get that still. So you damn right I want something to make me happy. And I don't feel bad for it. I don't feel bad for it. You call me a fanboy or overexcited. I don't feel bad for it. Have I checked out John Kelly? Now, I haven't did my UDFAs. I was going to do a UDFA video. I don't want to spoil my entire thought process, but I'm going to be out real with you. It's only like one or two of them UDFAs that I really think that's going to make any waves. Maybe I'm wrong because Cowboys really use the undrafted free agents, but it ain't. I ain't moved. I'm not moved. Nah. Holden looks decent, but he don't move me. If Holden moved me that much, I wouldn't be making a live stream about Amari Cooper. Sorry. I'm not about to come here and lie to y'all. Yo, we got the craziest undrafted free agents. We got the same type of undrafted free agents every other team got in the league. It's one dude out of that Holden looked decent. The tight end looked okay. I like the hard hitting safety. Out of I think Kansas, not Kentucky. My fault. The hard hitting safety, he looked good. Got to make the team though. Do I think 3 or 4 undrafted free agents is about to start for us? No. We'd be lucky if we get 2 or 3 starters outside of our actual draft. So it ain't gonna be 2 or 3 UDFA starters. Let's be honest with each other. We just being honest with each other. You feel me? But we had Amari with CD before. Did you forget about 2021? No, I didn't. What was CD Lamb in 2021? People be compared. I hate when people do that. That's like when they say, "Oh, Dak played his first year versus Aaron Rodgers." Yo, a rookie and an early year sophomore. CD Lamb is a whole different animal right now. You're talking about a 5-year veteran going into year 6. He's been an All-Pro multiple times now. CD Lamb is a whole different beast. Comparing that is dumb. At that time, back then in 2021, most of y'all was saying Amari Cooper or CD Lamb wasn't even the number 1 receiver. I had a channel. I had to argue with y'all all the time. CD Lamb ain't even the number 1. He a slot. He ain't good. We need a number 1. Y'all remember them arguments? Because I do. I got videos and live streams of arguing with y'all. CD Lamb ain't even the number 1, dog. Y'all don't even come up no more. Y'all don't even come up no more. Y'all just act like that never happened. I remember because I stood on a chair. Yo, he is a number 1 receiver. And y'all was everybody. No, he not. Now he's top 3 in the league and he ain't 3. I'm happy, y'all. We still having arguments with some haters, bro. It is what it is. This ain't about being right. I'm just happy. I wanted to just share with y'all that the news is real. The news is real, y'all. Look, I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off for the whole night. I just wanted to jump in here and talk about that. I promise y'all this. I'm gonna get y'all I ain't gonna call it draft grades. I'm gonna just say my thoughts on the draft because you only got 2-3 days to do draft grades, and it's on the new subjects like this one. So I waited too long. I'm sorry, too many live streams. But it's too much stuff to talk about. I'll talk about UDFAs in a small video. Yeah, I ain't gonna give up too much of the stuff I've been jotting down. But yeah, definitely I'll give y'all my draft grades if y'all still want them. Maybe I'll drop them tomorrow during the day. I'll sneak them out there. Don't nobody watch my daytime videos, so it don't matter. It's all good, man. Man, I ain't mad at y'all, man. I'm happy. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Whether we agree or don't, as long as we respectful, it is what it is. What up, Thomas Garrett Jr.? But I'm going to slide. There's plenty of people that's going to be talking about this tonight. I'm sure I'm going to see y'all in the comments because I'm going to join y'all. I'm about to go cook my kids some dinner and chill. Let's see who we get, though. Whether it's Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, George Pickens, just go get me somebody that the defense has got a game plan for. Rome, check your Gmail. I got you. Please go get me somebody that defense has got a game plan for. I don't want Paris Campbell's cousin. I'll holla.